When I entered the office, I saw a lot of products. There are a lot of companies that you are working with, but which are the major big clients that we are currently working with, and is there any plan to work with one of the biggies in the market so that our brand also gets that type of a recognition?
See, all verticals we have different set of clients. Very well-known D2C brands also like Carbamide Food are there. We have Divine Nutrition. We do for Healthtech. So there are many companies who are well-known. There are many companies who are featured in a lot of investor shows. Also for them also we are doing. So there is a lot of portfolio categories we are doing. Definitely we are expanding our range and the capacity and everything to take more orders and incorporate more clients which are on larger scale.
Okay. And is cosmetic a very big booming sector in comparison to the other sectors that we are currently catering to?
See, cosmetic is booming. So no doubt Nutra is for us it's like a big brother. Cosmetics here, but overall if you see cosmetic usage is also
Huge.
very huge, and personal care in that is also very amazing, and amazing science is there too. So it's very exciting to make new formulations in cosmetics, and we are in the right space right now. We have developed the capacity of cosmetics this year, so a lot to offer, and we have started some aerosols. We have started new departments in cosmetics to offer to our clients, and we have started that manufacturing also.
So post COVID, there is a lot of awareness in the healthcare and supplement space, and India is a huge and upcoming market, and this industry is growing at a CAGR about 30%. And today we are meeting a company in the similar industry, which is Influx Healthtech Limited, which is a B2B manufacturing company into healthcare and wellness segment. Today we have the promoter himself, Dr. Munir Chandniwala. He's a PhD and he will explain the entire business model with their facilities in Palghar, and he'll explain more about the industry and their expansion plans. Welcome for our podcast series, Dr. Munir Chandniwala sir, and we are grateful that you're giving this particular interview. So starting for the journey, if you want to start that, just wanted to understand your background first and what led to the inception of Influx Pharma.
First of all, I welcome you and thank you for letting Influx more. See, the journey has been great, and since last 4 years, we have been a private limited and limited company. But if you go to the roots, we have a history of 23 years. This company was formed as a proprietor in 2002-3, and over the years, what we are doing core is manufacturing. That is what we are doing. And my background is basic background is pharmacy. I've done my PhD and all also. So the inclination towards the production of something related to pharmacy was always there, and to see the needs and how we can like do something in the healthcare segment. So the inclination was there, and slowly the inclination became the reality, and we are on the journey.
So how do you define your core mission? That are you more of a R&D driven biotech firm or a commercially brand focused pharma player?
So I'll say we are more into not both of it, but something in middle into a healthcare segment. So basically, we are an R&D driven healthcare company. So which looks into commercialization also, and we give our facility or to make the brands utilize it, and we can give them. We are more of a back-end people, and we support the marketing companies, whoever it may be. It can be a D2C, it can be a ethical marketing or a regular marketer, but we are the back-end people. So we definitely have an R&D team also, and some product. All the products are innovated, renovated, or formulated by us and offered to the clients.
So there are a lot of B2B players that are in India right now that are in various therapeutic areas. So how does Influx Pharma differentiate itself? As in, how does it play around with all the big players? So is there any differentiation, or are we doing something in that particular aspect?
See, over the years, we are into contract manufacturing, CDMO, and this is the model we want to stick. And we have realized that we have to manufacture definitely, but we have to give service also. So as a CDMO company, we have developed a system where a client or a customer comes, we can offer them variety of supporting systems also. Manufacturing is definitely a core, but let's say to get that manufacturer, the back-end things which is there, like designing or printing or regulatory services. This is all what we also give along with our package of manufacturing. So it makes us a unique blend of CDMO service provider. And we have a lot of verticals. We have Nutra Cosmetics, we have veterinary, home care. So we have variety of verticals to offer, variety of products to offer. If you bifurcate that verticals into departments, we have variety of departments like soft gel, liquid fill technology. We have tablet capsules, regular water, protein bars. In cosmetics, we do personal care, home care, and all also we are doing. So this we have quite a big portfolio to offer under contract manufacturing, under healthcare and wellness segment.
Fair enough. So you mentioned that we are in different flagship areas, but can you just elaborate like our flagship products as well as what basic therapeutic areas that we are catering to?
See, I'll like to correct you one thing. We are not into therapeutic. We are mainly into supportive therapies. So because we are into nutrition, wellness, cosmetics and all. So maybe cosmeceuticals, nutraceuticals is the better terms we can offer. This is the other question was?
That what are the flagship products?
Yeah, so see, our main business is nutraceuticals, and if you see, we have doing a wide variety of range of products in nutraceuticals. We have liquid fill technology where we can say that very few companies in India, maybe a count of fingers are there who are offering this services. We have protein bars, we have pop chips. So a snacking line also we are offering, veterinary we are offering. So these are all our flagship where it differentiate with the different manufacturers.
Fair enough. As in, when I entered the office, I saw a lot of products. There are a lot of companies that you are working with, but which are the major big clients that we are currently working with, and is there any plan to work with one of the biggies in the market so that our brand also gets that type of a recognition?
See, all verticals we have different set of clients. Very well-known D2C brands also like Carbamide Food are there. We have Divine Nutrition. We do for Healthtech. So there are many companies who are well-known. There are many companies who are featured in a lot of investor shows also. For them also we are doing. So there is a lot of portfolio categories we are doing. Definitely we are expanding our range and the capacity and everything to take more orders and incorporate more clients which are on larger scale.
Okay. And what percentage of your revenue comes from nutraceuticals or vet or cosmetic? And what percentage of your revenue is from generic versus patented formulations?
See, if you bifurcate all the verticals, Nutra right now is our main segment because it's a quite old, since what we are doing, like 20-23 years, followed by cosmetic and all. So Nutra is a 90% right now, the contribution of the turnover, followed by cosmetic, Ayurveda, then veterinary and home care. Cosmetic also we are growing, if you see year on year, we are doing better because 4-5 years old only. But we have been increasing our sales and the contribution to the overall turnover is much better this year than it was last year.
So basically nutraceuticals is 90% and the other two
the cosmetics are around 6% and the remaining are the veterinary and Ayurvedic and cosmetics.
Fair. And are there any breakthrough formulations or molecules in your pipeline that you're particularly excited about, that if we can crack this particular formulation, then we could have a particular revenue from this particular molecule itself?
See, we have been R&D driven. The earlier question, it had a patent also, I think, involved. So we have 2 patents with us and a few are in pipeline. So we will capitalize that very soon. But Microlel, if you see, we give services for R&D for maybe taste, aesthetics, and this also we do formulation development for the companies. So definitely we have done bilayer gummies, we have central field gummies, protein bars, various textures, various forms we have developed. So this all is continuous process. We have been doing this and offering to our clients.
Fair enough. So whatever areas you all are working right now is quite interesting and quite, this particular generation is more towards nutraceuticals, cosmetics. It is a booming sector. But is there anything like, how do you decide on which molecules you want to do research, particularly that this is a high margin business or this is a high volume business? So is there any process that this is the molecules that I want to research on?
Yes. If you see, there are trends in the market. Year on year, the trends keep on changing. We have a team of BD, business development, and we have a team where they keep an eye what's going on in the market. According to that, we develop the products. Maybe for future markets, we are we are keen on developing market-ready products, which can be easily brought into the market once the need is optimized by the clients. So yes, we have a system in place where we keep an eye how the market is going on, and trends keep on changing, and we are adopting the trends. And our R&D team has been already working for maybe a couple of years what is going to be there. So we are working on that.
And is cosmetic a very big booming sector in comparison to the other sectors that we are currently catering to?
See, cosmetic is booming. So no doubt Nutra is, for us, it's like a big brother. Cosmetics here. But overall, if you see, cosmetic usage is also
Huge.
very huge. And personal care in that is also very amazing, and amazing science is there too. So it's very exciting to make new formulations in cosmetics. And we are in the right space right now. We have developed a capacity of cosmetics this year. So a lot to offer. And we have started some aerosols. We have started new departments in cosmetics to offer to our clients, and we have started that manufacturing also.
So do we have only B2B operations, or are we also looking to do certain things in the D2C and create our own brand?
Right now, we are very focused on B2B model, and we don't want to enter into B2C currently. Yes, for future, we'll keep it open. But currently, we want to do B2B very clear, and we have been operating this model, and we are very accustomed to it. We know what to do in B2B segment, and we don't want to rupture we don't become a competitor of our client only right now. Yes, in future, maybe in export markets, we want to go for registrations. We have identified countries. We are a NAFDAC approved now company. We are only one in Maharashtra right now.
So sorry, can you elaborate what is, as in just for the viewers, what is NAFDAC approved and only one in Maharashtra? How does it help us?
So NAFDAC is basically a GMP approval from the Nigerian government, like how India has FSSI. In Nigeria, there is a NAFDAC which controls the food, drug, and all. So we are one of the companies who have got the approval from the Nigerian authorities, and we can do that market, African market, and all. So we are also US FDA registered company. We have just completed our NSF audit. So that if we do well, then it opens our European and US market also. So we have been focusing on developing our products for export market more. So yes, right now, but we want to stick to our B2B, which is our strength.
As you said, export. So how much percentage, मतलब हमारे business का अभी हम कितना export कर रहे हैं? And do you think that regulated, how difficult or how easy is to crack that regulated markets of US, EU? So if you could
see exports, though it may seem it is very less right now in our this, but see, as a CDMO model, we are doing 25 plus 30 plus countries actually. This is all through merchant exporters, so it does not account to a direct sale maybe, but we have presence in around 25 plus countries, and our products can be seen there. So looking at the regulatory markets like US and Europe, see, in Nutra Cosmetics, they have different systems of, it's not like a drug actually, but we are preparing ourselves for some, we have done our audits of FSC 22000 certification, which is a GMP sort of audit for food safety management system. And we had in the month of May the audit. Maybe the reports will come by this month end. And if we crack that, then we are the market for Europe and US is actually very open. Even for exports, so it may take us to a little bit upper level in sort of manufacturing unit facility or certifications.
Fair enough. If that comes in.
If that comes in, yes.
Fair enough.
Which we are very positive of.
And sir, where are our manufacturing capabilities currently, as in where are the factories that we cater to, plus what is the capacity utilizations that you are currently catering?
See, as I said, we have multiple verticals. Major is Nutra. The unit is completely different. We are operating at around 90% capacity, which we have in this year or this a few months, we have reduced to 50% by extending our Nutra plant, and which will help us in expanding our sales or maybe our turnover this year, which we have been doing year on year. Which is without the IPO proceedings. So we have been able to do it.
Okay, so you have expanded without using the IPO proceeds.
Yes. So which we are doing year on year, and so this year's growth will come through such models what we are doing, and the IPO proceeding we are going to maybe utilize in the next year actually, where we can still develop our production capacity by 2.5x. The remaining cosmetic we have already expanded last year, and where we have capacities of more than now 50%, 60%. So and veterinary is very small actually, but we feel that the future is bright, and we should utilize more capacity of the veterinary segment also.
And with volumes, how do you ensure that the quality is still intact, as in with scale? Is there any standard SOPs that have you set in, because you all have 3 factories, so it is very difficult to maintain that quality? So is that a challenge, or it's a general practice?
See, it's very easy. Every vertical, every factory, what we have is it has our own systems in place. So every factory has its own requirement, because as per the licensing requirements. So the QC is different, the QA is different. Though we are run centralized, when we get orders, we are driven centralized. But every vertical has its own system, SOPs in place as per the requirement what is there by the law.
Fair enough. So certain thing that is there any some tech upgradation, or do you foresee that some AI or some tech you need to adapt in your manufacturing capabilities? Is there anything in the process?
So as such, no, but in future maybe ERPs will be there, which can be more AI driven and all. If it comes, we are open for it. Why not? After understanding the system, whatever can be implemented at our own place, we are open for it. And
Fair
technology has to be improved. That is for sure. Whatever comes in future, which is good for us, we'll adopt it.
Talking certain things about finance, FY23 we did 76 crores of top line, FY24 we did 99 crores of top line, FY25 we closed at 103, 104 crores of top line. So where do you foresee our company, Influx as a company, going towards, plus the margins? I think you'll have done 30%, 13 to 50, 14% of PAT margins.
Yes.
Is this the general norm, or is it sustainable, or where do you see it going?
See, if you see from 76 to 99, 99 to 104 point something, this is our journey. The major backlog what we had is we wanted to unlock our the lines. Actually, we had a lot of capacity constraint earlier, but which we have unlocked it, and due to that, if you see our run rate of last 4 to 5 months, see till September. First 8 months last year we did 62 CR, and from 62 to we did 104. So we have a last 4 months run rate of around 10.5 CR. So, and this is continued here. So you can just predict
there's no cyclicality in this business.
Sorry,
cyclicality as in H1 is strong, H2 is strong. Is there any cyclicality?
No, see, in CDMO it's not that way. Can be if you see in micro level, because definitely like if there is a cold in Delhi, then the gym goers will be less. Yes, it can happen that way. But if you see the average out, it is not that way. See that you see that the segment is growing. So right now at this pace, I don't think we can find this. When the segment becomes more clustered or more saturated, maybe this trends can be seen. Right now there is a lot of chance to grow every month, and which we have been doing last continuously for 4 to 6 months at the run rate of 10.5 CR approximately. So this can predict us without any proceedings, without IPO proceedings or any other major investment. We can do a good amount of turnover at the end of FY, maybe this FY 25-26.
And talking about margins, this is here to stay, and where could be the margin increasing, as in which particular segment, or are we looking to do something that could increase the margins?
Yes. See, what we are doing is we low volume products we have automatically now reduced a bit. We have been identifying which are high volume products, high marginable products, sorry, and that action already have been taken, and that can be seen in the PAT margins across. Certain verticals like cosmetic and all, which has higher margins than the other verticals, we have been doing well, and where we have already done expansion, and we see a very good amount of production level rising up over the years.
And what are the typical asset turns in this particular industry? As in, if I do a capex of suppose 2 crores, how much revenue could it generate for me?
So there is no set terms as such, but generally if you say it's like 12 to 15 times, but there is no set terms as such, because it depends on the every department has its own need, every vertical has its own requirement. So it's not fair to give any figure right now.
Fair enough. And now talking about the most important aspect for your company right now, that you're gearing up for an IPO. So could you just elaborate that what would be the fundraise and what are the fund utilization towards which you are going to use that particular proceeds?
Yeah. See, we from the IPO we plan to raise 58.5 crores, out of which major is our capex expenditure. 22.5 CR is our Nutra capex utilization, followed by 11.5 CR of veterinary. We have an OFS of around 18%, and remaining is for corporate general purpose.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. And do we gear up for an IPO in this particular month itself?
Yes, we plan to do it in month of June.
And when you say that you're doing capex for suppose Nutra, you're doing capex for vet, so when does that particular plant commercialize?
See, the plant construction has already started, and we want to commission this plant, or it will be commissioned in the first quarter itself of next year. Okay. FI, maybe in April. This is what we plan to do it, and it should happen.
So within 9 to 10 months, we could commercialize.
So generally by September, October, we should, or November, we should have the civil work done, and remaining 3 to 4 months is your commissioning of machine and all.
And could you give me a bifurcation of the margins in different segments? Suppose Nutra versus cosmetics versus vet.
See, gross margin in Nutra veterinary is somewhere around 30-35%. Veterinary, it can go to around 45-50% also.
Okay, so 45. So that's a high margin segment.
It's a high margin. It depends on the product, definitely. So there are formulas which are unique, which are created by us. So if the orders come, we can definitely have better margins in that. And which are regular, like face washes and all, which are regular components. So it will have a lower margin than the serums and all. So, but overall, if you see, cosmetic has a better margin than the Nutra at this stage.
So going a little backwards, I was just reading something about your company, and I read about you as well, that I think you've written a book about your particular nutraceuticals and everything. So how did you crack your first particular client, or how did you just enter this line, and what led to this particular company? Wanted to understand that.
Nutra was very nascent when I started this, but it was very interesting, and it I had a spark to do something at that time, because it was very nascent. My first client is still with us, and we still bill him. He's a regular client, and he has been very supportive.
Who would be that client, if you could name?
Collins India Limited.
Okay.
So I remember I used to take boxes to him in 2003, and still I think with the same passion he responds us, and with his blessings and all, we are here today.
Fair enough. And if you would want to mention something about your book as well.
So I have written, till now I've written 3 books, maybe 2 related to the Nutra segment, and one is on management. So the major, I think, which took more effort, was to create an encyclopedia of nutraceutical ingredients. So that book covers actually all the scheduled ingredients which are there in the FSSI guidelines. It gives a brief idea for the industry actually, that how does that ingredient work, what are the contraindications, what are the advantages, what are the pharmacokinetics, dynamics of the product. So if you read it, you will get the idea whether how to formulate or how to use that ingredient in a particular formula.
Got it. I think you're creating a competitor for yourself only because of that book. Just wanted to understand one more thing, that have you collaborated with certain academic institutions or biotech startups for certain R&D?
Right now, no, but yes, in future, if we get an opportunity and if we feel that we need to do it, we can definitely go ahead. Our R&D is well sorted, and we have sufficient amount of people right now to cover what we are doing. Yes, as we grow, if the need comes, we are very open for it.
And how many clients do we cater to currently, the number of clients?
See, 420 plus clients are there. We are doing 3,200 plus products for them in all verticals. Out of that, 2,800 is approximately Nutra. The remaining are the other verticals. And the other verticals also are growing. So the good part is that we have variety of companies actually, from D2C brands to ethical marketing, to people who are doing like doctors like prescribes or support therapies, hospital supplies we have. So we have a lot of in-depth clients where we can cater. So that makes a charm where the probability of success increases, because there are a variety of things to offer, and there are a variety of clients who can get our facility used for them.
So basically 420 different companies, different clients.
Yes.
Wow. And different brand, 420 brands.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That shows the TAM of this particular industry. Fair enough. And so how does Influx ensure that sustainability in production and ethical compliance across its operation? Is there any...
See, over the years, we have built a system of SOPs. We have good QC, QA to regulate every vertical of our what we do. We have a good production system. We have layering of all our chemist management, and everything is there. It's a well-defined JD for every role play who is working at that department. So we are trying our best. We are rated A+ exemplar unit since last 3 years in FSSI, which is the highest rated by the food authorities. So we are trying to achieve and maintain that, and hopefully we keep on doing it continuously.
And what is your approach to pricing in a value sensitive market like India? Is there any approach over there, or B2B people have that fixed margins or the fixed products? How does it work?
See, in B2B, as a manufacturer, we give pricing as per the ingredient, molecule, the availability, clients. So everything comes into a picture. It's a soft, actually, thought which makes a company, which makes a margin or a offer to make. Majorly, we have a very defined margin. We have a system of costing, where every ingredient's costing, the effort goes into the costing sheet, and as per the client, as per the competition, as per the ingredient or the product profile required, we are competing. And you can see our products across the industry internally, and like hospital supply, you can see in prescription market, you can see in D2C brands. So we have been competing with all the major brands or major B2B players in the market.
And who would be the competitors to you particularly, and who would be the biggest B2B player in India?
See, if you see, there are many. I don't want to name mainly, but I think Quest and Sudarshan, we have named them in the peers. But they are not exactly what we do, because looking at the profile what we have across the verticals, it's little for us to like match or the same. We don't know who does exactly the same like what we do. So very difficult for me to tell you.
Fair enough. Okay. So because you cater to a lot of different segments,
yes.
So there is no apple to apple competitor
yes.
to you. Fair enough. I think, Manish sir, you have explained the business very well. Just one last question from my side. Like, what are your final thoughts, as in whoever is watching this particular podcast, any stakeholder, any investor, anyone from the industry, any thoughts about Influx Pharma, and as you're gearing for an IPO, so that'll be a better understanding for anyone who's watching this.
See, in the industry what we are right now, the health and wellness industry, As everyone knows, it's growing year on year, and we want to utilize and capitalize on the same growth patterns. We have been growing in 30% approximately every year, majorly if you see our history, and it's been this is what we are doing. By utilizing IPO funding, our capacity should increase by 2.5x, which will definitely, the size or the output of a company will definitely increase.
And
So
one more interesting factor is that I think you all don't have any debt on your books.
yeah, so we don't have any CC, we don't have any debt, loans, anything. We are bootstrap, and we have been able to do this business, put the money into the business year on year. This year also we have done. Looking at the industry pattern, looking at what space we are, we feel that there is still more to do, and we can do easily with the infrastructure build up what we are doing now after the IPO proceeding. What we think our capacity should increase to 2.5, which will capitalize in couple of years, and hopefully that will increase our turnover and everything.
Great. I think it is a very interesting industry, and the way y'all are growing is also very interesting. I think so. We'll be looking forward for your IPO, and
Sure.
all the best for everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.